This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Many of you know, many of you don't know, probably. I mean, when I first started doing YouTube, it wasn't like a full-time job. It was just dinking around. Things would bother me, and I would put on a stupid like handy cam, like, you know, the little video cameras you have when you want to film your kids, and the audio was terrible, the picture was terrible. It was nonsense. I probably like a lot of people when they start doing this. And it was at the behest of or I was motivated by, I was animated by a couple of figures. One was Josh Feuerstein, who's this grifter, of course, ended up being a MAGA preacher guy, complaining about Starbucks cups. But the other one, and really what animated me, was Tomi Lahren, who at the time was working for One American News, and she had her final thoughts where she would just spew venom and vitriol and hatred and bigotry all over the airwaves. And so really I owe all of this, whatever this is, in some small measure to Tomi Lahren. If she wasn't as hateful and vile and sinister as she is, you might not have Jesse D here in YouTube. And she's at it. She's still at it. But she has risen through the ranks of conspiracy networks, from OAN to The Blaze to Fox Nation. She works for Fox now. And it never ceases to amaze me how bereft of dignity or the ability to be humiliated or embarrassed that these people have. They just don't have, pardon me. And there's this little video, this little vertical video that she posted, I believe on Instagram or TikTok or wherever she posted it, where she's just claiming things that just aren't true about cancel culture. That the right was so, they had such a problem with cancel culture, but we embraced it on the left. Well, we love cancel culture. And now they're just playing the game. Anyway, I'm going to play this, and then we'll talk about it, because there's a whole bunch of jackassery that needs to be addressed. Watch this.
Oh, I am just so fired up today. That's why I keep talking about this. But it is hilarious to me how triggered the left is now that conservatives are playing the game. They literally invented cancel culture, and now that we are choosing not to patron woke companies that sexualize and exploit children, now they are so triggered and upset. They literally canceled Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's, Land O'Lakes Butter, okay, Paw Patrol, and now they're all in a tizzy because we won't drink Bud Light and go to Target. Sucks to suck.
There's a lot there. And I bet you it does suck to suck. I wouldn't know, but apparently Tomi Lahren does know. Listen, she tells on herself in this little video here, this little vertical video, that conservatives are now playing the game. To Tomi Lahren and many conservatives, this is a game for them, especially people who have platforms who inform the ideas of the unwashed, low-information horde of Republican voters, of MAGA voters, of QAnon adherents. It's a game to them because they know they can fire up this information-free mob with whatever claim they want to make. Tuck swimsuits at Target, all of this nonsense that has nothing to do with the thing that they claim it does. So she's telling on herself. The other thing is how, well, we'll get to the triggered thing, but she's claiming that the left, people like me, canceled Aunt Jemima and Land O'Lakes Butter and Uncle Ben's rice. These were corporate decisions made by corporations and their marketing companies that they didn't want to be associated with racialized depictions and stereotypical depictions of black and brown people anymore. The left didn't cancel Aunt Jemima. The left didn't cancel Land O'Lakes Butter or Uncle Ben's rice. It is just a straw man, the likes of which is rarely seen, except when you have a dum-dum like Tomi Lahren. And then the triggered thing. Listen, Tammy, let me tell you, Nobody gives a single shit whether you drink Bud Light or not. If you want to drink beer-flavored water, have at it, sister. Nobody cares. No one's triggered by if you don't want to shop at Target. I don't care if Target goes bankrupt tomorrow, except for the fact of the loss of jobs of Americans. But as a corporation, I don't care about Target. Do you think that the left believes Target has our best interests in mind? If you do, you're more stupid than I once thought, which I thought would be an impossibility that I would believe you to be more stupid than I believed once. All of this, even this video, is a continued effort to whip up the base of Republicans and conservatives and QAnon conspiracy theorists to believe something that doesn't exist. We're getting a little bit of traction with something. Now we need to double down to reinforce that what they're doing is good. Oh, you're playing the game now. You're canceling people. That's making Democrats and the left, that's making them very angry. They're triggered. So keep at it. This is a motivational message for conservatives. And it's all just nuts. She's on her way out the door with her little bag. Someone else in the room yucking it up. There's no thought. There is definitely strategy, but this is not. It's so stupid. It is so ridiculous. So once again, thanks, Tomi, for giving me the ability to address. I mean, it's been years since I've talked about Tomi Lahren. If you want a treat, go back to my old shitty videos talking about Tomi Lahren. And one, I won't be as gray, that's for sure. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think about little tugboat Tomi Lahren. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. You can follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all across the board. I'd love to see you there. And again, subscribe. Very helpful. Trying to get to 500,000 by the end of the year. And it's only with your help that I can do that. If you want to do more than subscribe, you want to help support my work in another way, you can click the join button below, become a channel member. You can click the super thanks button below, or you can go over to Patreon, patreon.com/IDoubtIt-podcast. I will see you next time. Tomi Lahren. Wow. Blast from the past. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Be genuine. Take care of one another.